I'm Anna, and this is a Cricut video on home culture. In a previous video, Terry Ann left a comment that inspired me to do this. I'm going to be talking HTV Basics. This one's for you, Terry Ann. HTV is heat transfer vinyl. Cricut calls it iron-on, but all other companies call it heat transfer vinyl. To demonstrate, I'm going to be making a tea towel and oven mitt set for one of our favorite YouTube creators, influencers, How to Renovate a Chateau. Right now, they're renovating their kitchen, but orange has been banned as a color in their kitchen. Orange is my favorite color. I have orange Le Creuset in my kitchen, in a drawer. Orange is awesome, so I'm going to help their kitchen get some orange too. This is HTV. There's a shiny side and a dull side. The shiny side is your built-in transfer sheet, and it's sticky. And the dull side is the vinyl you use in your design. It can be the color of the vinyl that you're using, it can be white, it can even be gray. If you peel it apart, let's try right here. You can see that the shiny side is clear and sticky. And the dull side is the color that you want to use for your adhesive. And this part that I keep calling the dull side, this is covered in a heat-activated adhesive. I use Siser Easy Weed. It is easy to weed and easy to use. Your design doesn't lift up when you're weeding out the excess. And Siser says it's the industry standard, so well, there's that. Easy Weed is hot or cold peel, which refers to the temperature that you can peel back the clear transfer sheet. And it requires less pressure and lower temperatures. And it's recommended for cotton, polyester, polycotton blends, and leather. The peel temperatures vary for different vinyls. Hot and cold peel is specific to Easy Weed. For example, Siser's Flocked and Glitter are warm peel, and their holographic is cold peel, which I learned in my Christmas video when I was fighting with one of them because I didn't check on the website. All of this information is available on their website, which I'll link below. For tools and materials, along with the vinyl, you will need an iron, parchment paper, not wax paper, a fine point blade, that's the one that comes with the Cricut, a folded towel, weeding tubes, and a cutting mat. Cricut recommends the green regular grip, but I found that one a little too sticky, so I prefer the light grip blue mat. I use an iron because a Cricut Easy Press is a big investment, and I do this just for fun. I'm not running a business. So here's a few tips about using an iron. You'll want to set it just under cotton, which is about 300 degrees, and that's for Siser. If you're using another brand like Cricut, you'll have to go a little bit warmer. Also, no steam, so dump out all the water. And remember, this isn't as high of temperature for as long as possible. You're not burning in the image. You're just letting the heat activate the adhesive. To start, you're going to want to measure your project. You can either use a ruler or a measuring tape. Now for something flat like this oven mitt, a ruler's totally fine. But if you're doing anything with curves or that is an uneven surface, a measuring tape is going to do best. We're in Cricut Design Space, and these are the 3 images I want to cut out. I already have them sized the way I need it, but in case you wanted to change the size, you can click on the image and grab the little arrows down here and move it around. And you can also change that up here. Now, when you do this, Cricut automatically adjusts the height and the width at the same time. If this wasn't working for you, you can just unclick the lock right here and then change it however you want. Now, this is obviously what I don't need, so I'm going to just revert back to how it was. There we go, now they're the same, and we can move on. I color coordinated my image to the vinyl I'll be using, so I have orange and black. We're ready to go, so click the little green button, make it. So I have my black outlines and my orange accents. I find this black outline just a little too close together for cutting apart and ironing on, so I'm just gonna spread them apart. And then I have these, and I think they're ready to go. So let's just hit continue. My Cricut dial is already set to iron on, and I'm getting a big reminder right here. It's telling me that I need to turn my mirror on because it's off. And this is the most important thing you have to remember. You need to have your mirror on because you're cutting from the back. So let's click edit and mirror on right there, and it flips the whole image. That's done. And I need to do this for every single one. I like to do it right away because I have forgotten. even though I've done this so many times. So they're all ready to go. And remember, this is because we're cutting from the back. For basic vinyl material, I just leave it on iron-on and I find that it works out really well. But in case you're using something different, you can change your dial to custom and you get a whole bunch of different options. And you can even scroll through. So here's all your different iron-on options and you just pick whichever one you're using. And if I turn back to just iron-on, so mirror on, ready to go. Now it's time to get the vinyl on the mat. To help apply the vinyl straight, line up a corner first. Then gently press your mat against the rollers and press the arrow. And hit your little flashing Cricut. Cutting is done, I hit the flashing arrow, and I'm going to repeat these steps with the orange vinyl. The second most important thing to remember after putting your mirror on is that you want shiny side down on the mat. So you want to stick the shiny side to the mat. So it's transfer sheet on the mat. So this is our dull side, it's just gray, and our shiny side is this orange. So shiny side down, let's align our corners. When I'm weeding, I like to leave the vinyl still on the mat. It just makes it so much easier. To make this process even easier, grab some masking tape, make a little loop and leave it next to where you're working. Then pick a corner and start weeding. Don't rush this. Take it slow, there's no reason to hurry, and the slower you go, the less likely you're gonna ruin any part of your image. If there's any point where it gets too cumbersome, just cut off extra pieces. This is where masking tape comes really handy. Another tip to make it easier is to remove the mat from the vinyl instead of the vinyl from the mat. So flip it over and peel the mat off. It's just easier. And here's our image. And we have a lot more weeding to do. Now that the weeding is all finished, we're ready to transfer. Use a flat, stable surface, like a table. Don't use an ironing board. Preheat your item. Now you can place your vinyl. You can move and reposition the vinyl before ironing as much as you need. Once it's ready, cover with parchment paper. Press your iron down with medium firm pressure. Don't jiggle or slide around. It's more of a pressing down motion. Press each section for 10 to 15 seconds. Peel hot or cold. If any part of the design lifts, press again for 5 to 10 seconds. And that's how easy it is. I did do some vinyl layering, and all I did was treat the first layer as if it wasn't even there. I reheated with the parchment, put the second image down, put the parchment down, and iron again. And that's all you have to do for really basic layering. And for some other tips, if your transfer paper bubbles up a little or gets a little wavy, that's okay. It just means it adhered well. Also, thinner lines seem to take longer than bigger spaces. So the thinner your image, you might need to press it a little bit longer. Also, you have to wait 24 hours before washing, but vinyl can take up to 50 washings. And for me, that's a lifetime of washing. You can just wash it in warm or cool water with regular detergent, and you can throw it in the dryer on a normal setting. But don't dry clean it, and liquid fabric softener is not recommended. But the two most important things you have to remember are, in Cricut Design Space, remember to put mirror on and your vinyl goes shiny side down on the mat. My orange gift is ready to be mailed to France. Thank you to Terry Ann for suggesting this video. And if anyone has any suggestions for videos, whether they're Cricut or home related, just leave me a comment. I actually read every single comment. And you know the drill. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check out Home Culture on Instagram. See you soon. I'm gonna try to do this not in a billion takes. I'm on. Whoa, I didn't know what that was. Wow.